Sister demanded I pay off her debt because family helps family, so I cut them all off. My sister, Erica, has always believed the world owed her something. Growing up, she was the golden child, charming, dramatic, constantly in crisis, and somehow always the victim of life being unfair. Meanwhile, I was the reliable one, the one who fixed things, the one who worked, the one who never asked for help, which is probably why she assumed I'd hand over my savings without question. It started with a phone call on a Tuesday morning. I was at work when she said, without even saying hello, "I need $15,000. I laughed because I thought she was joking. She wasn't. She launched into a speech about how her credit cards were maxed, her landlord was threatening eviction, and her car was about to be repossessed. She ended it with, "You have the money. Just transfer it. You're my brother. That's what family does." I said no. There was total silence. Then she whispered, "Wow. So that's who you are." That evening, my parents called. My mother opened with, "Your sister is in tears. How could you turn your back on her?" I asked, "Why is this my responsibility?" My mother replied, "Because you have a stable job. She doesn't." My father added, "You're single. You don't even have kids. What do you need all that money for?" I felt something in me snap. I said, "Maybe for myself? Maybe because I earned it?" My mother sighed dramatically and said, "Money changes people. I didn't raise you to be selfish." That night, I stared at my ceiling for hours, not because I was tempted to help, but because I realized they never saw me as a person, just a safety net. The next morning, Erica showed up at my apartment unannounced. She let herself in using the spare key I'd forgotten she had. She walked in like she owned the place and said, "I'm not leaving until you agree." Mom and Dad said they'll cut you off if you don't. I stared at her calmly and said, "Good." She blinked. "What?" "Good. Cut me off." She scoffed. "You're being ridiculous. I'm drowning and you're sitting on money. Maybe if you stopped spending like you're royalty, you wouldn't be drowning." Her smile vanished. She narrowed her eyes. "You're acting high and mighty just because you're doing well. Don't forget, you wouldn't be where you are without this family." So I said quietly, "Get out." She laughed at first, assuming I was bluffing. But when I didn't react, her laughter cracked. She stormed out and slammed the door. That night, I changed my locks. Then I went further. I removed my parents and Erica from emergency contacts. I changed banks. I transferred my savings into an account only I could access. I contacted HR and blocked access to anyone trying to pose as family. 2 days later, my dad texted, "We'll talk this weekend. You'll apologize and sign off on Erica's loan." I replied, "There's nothing to talk about. I'm done." By morning, I had 47 missed calls. 2 weeks later, I booked a one-way ticket to another state and accepted a job offer I had been delaying for months. A fresh start. On my last night in town, my mother left a final voicemail. Her voice was cold. "If you leave, don't bother coming back. You're no longer part of this family." I listened twice. Then I deleted it. For the first time in my life, I felt free.